And I love driving, and I hate when I'm driving a long time because then my legs fall asleep while I'm driving.
You like driving though?
I do like driving.
I like driving too. What's the longest you have drove?
14 hours.
Okay. That's insane. 14 hours?
So right before
Damn.
COVID hit, I went on a road trip with my ex, and we went from New York to Tennessee, and then from Tennessee to Colorado, and then from
Oh my
Colorado to
God.
California, which are all equally 14 hours.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Really? So from New York to Tennessee is 14 hours. Okay. And then Tennessee to Colorado. Another 14.
Another 14. And then Colorado. But we spent like 3 or 4 days in each place. And then we spent like a month in California. And then we went up to like Washington, went to Oregon. We went to like Nebraska for some reason because she had a friend that lived there. Yeah, so it was like
Forgot about Nebraska.
Peak pandemic. South Dakota was actually pretty cool.
Really?
People ask me what was your favorite state, and I always say Colorado, but my second one is always like
South Dakota. I would love to do that. I've always wanted to do like a road trip. So how did you do it? Because I have to know like in terms of like financially, in terms of like where to stay, like.
So Airbnb all the way.
Okay.
Now I would just do hotels because I feel like it's the same price.
Yeah,
and you'll get
Airbnb.
more amenities now. So
Right. After the pandemic, they really kind of.
they just forgot who they were.
Right.
Like you were supposed to be better than a hotel,
Exactly.
and now you're not.
And now I'm paying like $100 cleaning fees.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
You know, like I don't even get room service. I don't get people greeting me. So.
I don't get people telling me have a nice day. You know, like that's. I feel like if someone tells you have a nice day at the beginning of the day, you're like, okay, I will have a nice day. You just walk around.
Yeah,
like,
you know, you don't get that, like, you don't talk to, I went to this hotel, me and my fiance, we drove, it was the Knicks playoffs, to, Ohio, so it was Cavaliers versus Knicks. Knicks won, so Cavaliers, like, they left the series, and where we were so scared to go to, like, any hotel, because we were like, okay, these people are, like, Cavs fans, but the hotel we stayed at, he was like, oh, I like your shirt, and it was a Knicks shirt. And we were like, oh my God, are you a Knicks fan? We were in Ohio. And he was like, yeah, I love Knicks. Everybody always makes fun of me. And we were like, oh my God. But yeah, we just had like a nice interaction with him. And, you know, you don't get that in Airbnbs.
You don't get that. If anything, you'll get other people who are living there too. And I'm like, oh, this is
that's right.
awkward.
That is awkward, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I hate that.
But I had just gotten into grad school. So I was doing grad school.
Do you need water or anything? Sorry.
I will grab my water, yeah.
Yeah.
But I just got into grad school, and then they gave me a lot of money. Like, a lot of money. Like, $10,000.
What?
Yeah, like, left over from my... Because technically, every semester is, like, $40,000.
Okay, yeah.
And so, like, my financial aid covered it. Because I was old enough to put my information only. And so, if you're, like, a poor kid, like...
Okay.
Because you're not under your parents' stuff anymore, you'll get more financial aid.
Oh,
So they're like,
I
oh, this guy's like a
see.
working, like, wants to go to school. Yeah, let's just...
You finesse.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's a fact. So don't go into grad school immediately after college. Wait like a year or two. Jump in, like apply as like your own stuff. Like get a job, get a real job.
Yeah.
If it's paying you like $20,000, so what? If you're like living at home or whatever, just put that down in your FAFSA, and then they'll give you like way more money than normal.
No way.
So they gave me $10,000, and had already had like $5,000 saved up, and then we were like, yeah, let's just go, and so like. That's how that funded most of the road trip. Like, gas is so expensive, especially like.
What was the most expensive state?
California.
Oh yeah, for sure. Forget California. Fuck California, where
because
for sure.
I stayed at a hotel in Santa Cruz because that's where my dad lives.
Okay.
And so I was like, I'm gonna make him pay for the hotel, like pay me back. So I was like, all right, the hotel was like $1,000 for like 5 days. So it was like $250 a day, but it was right on the beach.
Okay.
Like it was actually like nice.
Yeah.
But the gas in itself, probably like I spent probably like $3,000 in gas. Like
I can't remember, was gas more expensive or less expensive during the pandemic?
it was in California. It was the same. It was like fucking $9 or something.
That's what I'm saying. Like I recently went to California. And we were trying to figure out if we were gonna. Well, obviously we were gonna rent a car, but we didn't know. Please stretch, drink some water, have a snack or something. But we weren't sure if we were gonna do like a electric vehicle or like a car, because gas is just so expensive. Like pay a little bit more for an electric vehicle. and you know, you don't have to worry about gas. So we wanted to be cool and we got a Tesla. We were trying to, you know, but whatever. We were saving gas.
You were saving the
excuse.
environment,
We were
okay?
saving the environment. And but yeah, so we got like the car, and but yeah, no, gas is expensive there, and I remember it being a lot more expensive than what it is, you know,
Yeah.
or what it was when I had went. But yeah, no, it's crazy. Like I remember when I went a couple years ago, I felt like it was like $7 or something, like something insane.
I don't know how they live over there. I don't know how like
It-
regular
yeah.
people live over there.
It's crazy. It's really bad.
But the cheapest state for gas was when I did my internship. I did it in South Carolina,
Okay.
and their gas was like $1.95 a gallon, and I was like,
$1.95.
whoa, this place is so cool.
But it's you have to. Do you like that self-service? Like, do you
I
like
do.
pumping? You do
I do like
that?
self-service.
Oh wait, no, self-service is like Jersey. Okay, so wait.
I do like when they do it for me.
Yeah, me
What's
too.
that? What's that called?
No.
No. Self-service when you do it
it's
yourself,
You do
I think.
it.
Yeah.
Full service, I guess.
Full service, yeah.
Yeah. I like you know, I'm from Jersey. I'm a Jersey head, so like
I know.
you know, I'm just used to that. 20 cash regular, that's like the
That's what I did today.
yeah.
I did that today.
20 cash
Yep,
regular.
20
It's
cash
just
regular.
like, you know, automatic like
And the guy was like, "You don't have to get out of your car." I was like, "I need to use the bathroom. I'm hydrated."
oh.
He was like, "Oh, just go over there." But I taught my friend how to do gas because we went to Baltimore. We did a few episodes down there.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Hey, this is how you pump gas. Stick it in there, and then you hold it halfway, so you don't get too much air in your tank."
What?
Yeah, because it's pushing it out, right? Something's pushing out your gas. So if you squeeze at the very top, like you're getting a little bit more air than you would if you would just hold it and let it like gently come in. He had that same face. He had that same face too.
The first time I pumped gas, I was so scared. I was.
I'm gonna fuck this up. I'm pressing the wrong button.
I thought, you know, I'm the fucking, you know, it's gonna explode. Like, I was so scared. So, okay, the first time I had to do it, so I used to work in Queens, and I would drive there every single day. And I really needed gas, and my call time, it wasn't too late, but I had to wake up early and leave the house at least an hour and a half, an hour early because the traffic is just so bad. So, you know, like there'd be times where like I didn't have time to go like right before, or I probably did. I just like psyched myself out a lot of times. And so I'm like, okay, I'll just get it after work. So it's like 26 miles from like where I was from to my house. And I had 26 miles of gas left in my car. And I'm like freaking out. I'm in New York, and I'm like, I'm on, what is that? Harlem River Drive on that highway. And I'm like, there's fucking traffic. I'm not going to make it. And so I'm like, I have to pump gas in the Bronx. I can't believe it. I'm like in the Bronx first time. And it's like, what time is it? It's probably like 10 p.m., 11, I can't even remember. It was late at night though. And I'm like, oh my fucking God, like these people are gonna see, you know, this person like not knowing how to like pump gas. You know, I'm like, and I've seen videos of like, you know, you go to pump gas and somebody is like there and they like steal your car. Like you just see everything that goes wrong, and I'm just like, that's gonna happen to me. And so I'm in the Bronx, and I get there, and I'm like getting out of my car. I'm like ready. I'm like, I got my game face on. I'm like pretending like I know like what I'm doing.
You know what you're doing, yeah.
And the guy, he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm pumping my gas. What do you mean? And he's like, no, we do it for you. And I'm like, oh, thank God. Like the Bronx is just so close to New Jersey, like where I was at, that I guess like they do it for you. And so I was like, oh, thank God. Like, you know, so you know, I did that. But then later on, I was like, okay, I have to learn how to do this. So I went with a friend, and they taught me how to.
Not your first time.
Pump gas, yeah.
Man, that's such a weird, like, why did New Jersey do that? Like, why do the other people pump it for you?
I don't know. I
You know, you're the
saw a
only state that does
video
that.
where the only state that does that. I saw a video as to why, and I completely forgot exactly why that happens, but, or, you know, I think there was a poll recently that said if we were to, do we want to do it ourselves, or do, you know,
Like,
do we
no.
want to keep it as is? Like, fuck no, we're gonna, you know, we want somebody else to do it. And people who come out of state, they're always like, do you tip them? Like, do you?
I don't.
And no,
Do you?
no,
I don't know.
we don't.
I
And
feel like they get paid like a regular, like hourly. No.
it's it's like, you know, it's a job. Yeah, like they get paid for it. They're,
I mean, they don't get paid like waiters, right?
Yeah, yeah. I don't think they're getting paid like waiters. When I was younger, I used to want to be a gas attendant because, like,
Oh my god.
because like I would, you know, see how much money they would pull out, and I
You thought that was
thought
their
that
money?
was their money, and I was like, oh my god, these people are making bank. Like, why? Like, I'm gonna be a gas attendant when I grow up. And yeah, no, that's not the case.
It's not the case at all.
At all.
Let me tell you something. When I was younger, I told my mom I wanted to be a janitor because the janitor was so nice to me, was so cool. And so I was like, hey, I want to be a janitor. And then she never
my
let me live that
God.
down. Never, ever, ever.
She never let you like
No.
hold a broom. She never let you, you know.
No, she never let me forget that I wanted to be a
that
janitor.
you wanted to be a janitor.
She like,
Stop.
we would be somewhere and she'd be like,
Oh, never mind. So she let you
there's
hold
a mop.
broom.
There's a mop over
go
there
ahead,
if
do
you
it.
want to do something. But I was like, oh, fuck off. Even to this day, she
Oh
tells
my
that story.
God, your dream.
That was my dream. I wanted to be a janitor.
A janitor. That's cool. That's crazy. It, like jobs that you wanted to be when you were younger. I had absolutely no idea. I knew I wanted to be an artist, but there's a lot of things on that list. At some point, I think I wanted to be an actress. Like, it was.
I can see that.
I'm horrible. Horrible.
that.
Like, I could never. I could never do that. I could be behind the camera, but I don't know. I mean, maybe.
Once you start doing your what do we call this? Tat talks or
Tat and chat. Yeah.
Once you start doing that, I bet.
Yeah, maybe. Somebody will call me and be like, hey, you need to be in front of a camera. I'm like,
I'm gonna lie to you.
All right.
You stop doing this, and it hurts like a bitch.
Yeah. It hurts. It kind of does hurt when you.
It didn't hurt in the moment,
Yeah, like
but
when you
now
take a
that
break. Yeah.
I've let it like linger,
Right. It
hurts like a
does.
motherfucker.
Yep. It burns.
I
It's
feel it,
like
like,
stings. Yeah.
Throbbing.
Yeah.
Not throbbing, but
No.
you definitely see the lines you did though.
It looks really good. Like I'm excited.
Are you impressed?
You
This is
know?
how I thought it was gonna look. As good as it looks now. I was like,
thanks.
I was like, I knew it was gonna look good.
Yeah.
I saw your journey starting tattooing, and I was like, in my mind, I was like, I'm gonna let you get good at this.
I so appreciate that. I really do. And oh my God, I have a picture. So I did a sun and a moon when I first started. And I recently saw it, and I did a new one, you know. And I recently saw it, and I'm like, I'm gonna hit this person up and be like, I'm gonna give you like a free tattoo because this tattoo that I did on you, and I thought at the time it was so good, well, I mean, not so good, like, but yeah, I appreciate, you know, there's a lot of people who were trying to get tattooed by me early on, and I'm, you know, people close to me, and I'm like wait a little bit.
Yeah.
I knew myself that I had to get better for sure, and
So I waited.
yeah, thank you.
I was like, there's certain things that you want to support early on in people's careers, and then I was like, I'm gonna wait because it looked like you were like on a good like path to do it, and I was like, if I were to get one, because I still wasn't like knowing if I'm gonna get one. If I were to get one, I'm like, I think that'd be a cool story to be like, we met as something completely different thing. You've changed your like course of what you're doing,
literally, yeah,
and now you're doing tattoos, and it's been like what, like 2-3 years. You started doing it 2 years?
I feel like it has been 2 years, but I think it's been 1.
I feel like it's been like 2 years when you like were posting about it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You started posting
it definitely
about
has been like 2 years 3 years since I've probably been posting about it for sure.
See, I'd be paying attention to everybody what they post.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
A like is free.
You know what I completely forgot to do, and I hate myself for doing that. I completely forgot to do like the stencil. I always forget to do like the stencil reveal. Damn it. I'm going to do like a video. I have to take a video because I do want to do like a, you know that sound that's like, damn, what is it?
On TikTok?
On TikTok. And it's like, can I be in your scary movie or can I be in the sequel? God, I hate myself. And I told myself not to.
You gotta get a whiteboard.
Forget.
You gotta get a whiteboard of like things to do.
I should. I have one.
Or like chalk.
chalk on the wall. That's
Chalk on the
cute.
wall.
And it's already black, so that'd be
Exactly.
kind of cute. And have people like write it. I should do that. I love that idea.
That's what I wanted to do with my room in Baltimore, but my friend's cousin wouldn't let me. It was her house.
Oh, I always wanted to do that, chalk on the wall. When I was, you know, again, my mom would clean houses, and like one of the houses had like chalk on the wall, and I thought it was like so cool. I was like, oh my god, I want that. My dream is to like have a house like that's my. I want a house so bad.
That's mine too.
You
I
know.
want a big house. I want a ranch with my homies. That's what I want.
You want a what?
A ranch. Like
Oh,
a literal
that'd be cool.
There's his house down there.
In the States or like Mexico?
Either or. Either or. I already have a house in Mexico. That's pretty cool.
You have a house? Oh, like your family has a house?
No,
or
I have a house.
You have a house? I completely disrespected you. I was like, oh yeah, your family has a house?
Well, the answer to those questions are yeah. So my dad's side of the family has a big giant house.
Okay.
Like it's just tall.
Yeah.
So they came to the States, made money, learned how to do construction. Went back to Mexico, constructed their house in the most efficient way possible.
Okay.
And then my mom bought like a little piece of land in Mexico with my grandma,
Okay.
back where my grandma was from. So it's like in the pueblo. And
Where? I'm sorry for interrupting. Where in Mexico? Like, is your family from?
my mom was from Oaxaca.
Okay.
My dad's just from Mexico City.
Oh, fun.
So they built like a little like room for my grandma, and then we just kind of like I was getting older. My mom was sending money, and then I started making money. Then I started sending money, and then so we built a house,
that.
like
Yeah.
a big house.
Yeah.
And then recently I went there because I had been going to Mexico since I was like 8
Okay.
until like I was 16. Every summer, like as soon as school ended, hop on a flight, get back literally the day before school started. Like the whole summer.
The
I'd just
whole
go.
summer in Mexico. So your Spanish, your Mexican Spanish is really good. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know the slang.
See, you get it, Mexican Spanish.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause I feel like cultures have like their version of Spanish.
Yeah, for sure.
Like my Mexican Spanish is pretty
It's
Mexican.
on point. I gotta hear it.
I don't want to. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, my Mexican. When I go, I don't talk because like people are gonna know, you know, she's American.
It's just the tone. It's the tone. It's
Yeah.
like you gotta have people have accents. You just have to throw in like
You
an
have
accent,
to have that
just so
accent.
people believe you. Like,
Exactly. And I wish I knew more like slang words. Like I got this tattoo on my hand. She's Mexican. She's from Guadalajara, and you know, she was like telling me about Guadalajara and how nice it is, and she would throw in like words, and I'd be like, what is she what is she talking about? And I would text my mom like mid tattoo, like with my left hand, and I'd be like, what is this word? I'm like, ¿qué es esto? Like, you know, like, and she'd be like, oh, that means this and this and this, and I'm like, I need to go to Mexico for like a whole summer and, you know, really just like talk in Spanish. And you know, my mom speaks Spanish. Like me and her, like I talk to her in Spanish, my mom and my dad, but she's very proper. Like she's not gonna be, you know, like saying this and that and like slang, and you know, like she's very proper. So I do wish I had like I can go and be like, hey, like I know what you're talking about, you know, like with people my age, they're gonna be saying shit I have no idea like what they're talking about.
I will tell you that I'll give you some unsolicited advice that like it's so much easier opening up a business in Mexico than it is here because our currency just like carries more weight over there.
Yeah,
and
for
so
sure.
like if you were to like you're like, oh, I want to open up like again like a touring tattoo thing, you could definitely do that so easy over there, and then it gives you an excuse to go down there, gives people an excuse to come over there to do that.
I did not even think about that. That is such a good idea. And my mom, so my grandmother passed, and so my grandparents, they're from the state Veracruz, but they're from Martinez de la Torre. So they pretty
Your
much
Spanish is pretty like Spanish sounding.
Spanish sounding.
Yeah.
Thank you. Once I actually like talk, you know, have a full conversation and make sentences, like you can tell, like, oh, she's American. But thank you, I appreciate that. So my family, they have like big ranches and they pick limes, like that's what my family did. So when my grandmother passed, she gave my mom, like, I feel like in Mexico, like, giving money or like wills, I feel like giving money when somebody dies, I feel like isn't a big thing. Like, I think land or houses is
Yeah.
more like what they do. And my grandmother gave my mom like 12 acres of land, and my mom sold it. Sold it. I'm like, girl, we could like, and the journey to go where she's from is so excruciating, like long, and just it takes a lot out of you. And I'm like, girl, we could have fucking made like an airport, like a private airport, because we would have to go fly to Mexico City. We would either take like a bus to like Puebla.
Oh my god.
Like, or we would have to, no, I can't remember. We would have to like take a bus all the way from Mexico City to where my mom's from. And that was 8 hours. So it's a 5-hour flight, 8 hours. And there is this, and I've seen videos of this, and I didn't know it was a thing. So there's this particular part of the journey where you're going down the hill and it's like curvy, like it's super curvy.
It's a massive bus on
and
there.
it's
Have
a massive
no business being
bus.
on there.
It's a big ass bus on this like going downhill on this curvy mountain that if
it is pretty much a mountain.
Yeah, that if you like, you know, if he loses control, that's it. We're done. We're falling.
Not even
off
loses control.
the
If it was getting pretty windy, you're scared.
Like one time, it was full on fog. There's always fog.
Always fog.
In this one particular place. I can't see the road. I'm like, oh my God. Every single time I got like my rosary, I'm doing a Hail Mary on each bead. I'm like, yeah, please get me down this mountain safely. And, you know, I get motion sickness. So I'm fucking, you know, like I got to throw up. It's just, it's bad. And so 8 hours, we're finally there. And, you know, and I'm just like, if we built an airport, you know, it'd be so much better. But, yeah, she sold the land, and I'm like, girl, 12 acres.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
She got the most out of all the children. Everybody, because my mom's the only daughter, and then everybody, like, I have 6 uncles, and everybody else got 6, and she got double that, and she sold it.
I would have sold it to the family.
She did.
Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. At least it's not like.
But like, you know.
You can always like, hey, can I have it back?
Yo, for real, right? That's horrible, though. That's horrible.